All right, 40 questions. What's your name? No, I'm joking. Okay, let me just open a doc and we'll be on our way. Just one, right, one, two. Okay. So first question, where are you from?
Belmont, California.
Okay.
So the Bay Area, like 30 minutes south from San Francisco.
Okay. How'd you like living there?
I thought it was fun. I thought it was super chill. We're like around places that are like there's things to do, but like Belmont itself, there's not a lot to do. Like we're like near San Jose, and like you can take the train to SF, so like that was nice. But like in terms of just Belmont, like there's not a lot to do.
Would you say that you prefer like living here in San Diego than Belmont?
As of right now, yeah, because for me, Belmont was like, it was super like, it was like too suburban, but like SF is like too urban. Like I would never see myself living SF. But like I think San Diego is like a perfect like middle ground for me. So like it's really nice.
How would you say like your perspective on things have changed, like living in Belmont and coming down here to San Diego?
Honestly, like let me think.
Like even with like diversity and stuff,
Yeah.
like just meeting new people and like
I think like Belmont and like the Bay Area in general is like a lot more Asian. And I think like one thing is like I just like tend to gravitate towards like, or what I notice is like I tend to gravitate towards like Asian people, just because like sometimes like I can relate to them a lot more. And then in terms of here, like I think only one of my friends in my friend group is Asian. But like it's
Mr.
like
White.
yeah, so it's like it's a lot like different, but at the same time like it's nice because like a lot of like my white friends in like Belmont were super like not like surface level, but like I wasn't really able to get like super deep with them.
Okay, that makes sense. So, I know the other question was deeper than this, but what is your major?
General business.
General business? What are you trying to do with general business?
As of right now, I'm not sure. Like just like a kind of like a cloud goal is kind of just like I'd like to own a business. I think it'd just be like super fun, just like running your own business.
Oh, okay. So, tell me about like what your parents do.
My mom's a stay-at-home mom, and my dad's a lead software engineer at Oracle.
Okay.
And so he's just like super busy all the time. Like he's like always like delegating tasks and stuff. So.
Do you think that like your dad has inspired you to want to go into business or anything like that, or has he like inspired you to do like in anything that you're doing in college right now?
So he's a finance degree. So like he's like super like technical about like what he like perceives like what holds value to him and like what doesn't. So like smaller things like just like going on a drive to like clear his head like doesn't really like perceive value to him. But like in terms of just like the professional world, like he's definitely taught me to like understand like the value of things and like the impact. And at first I wasn't really inspired by him, but like during my time down here, like when I was moving in, like I got to know him well, and so like that's kind of when like I understood. That's what really kind of like influenced me to just like be successful.
Okay. So like, how would you say that your relationship with your mom is?
I would say it's super. What's the word? It's super like I don't know. It's not like as deep as I want it to be. To be honest, like a lot of like the things like we do are like kind of like surface level in a way. Like I don't really have like a lot of deep conversations there. It's kind of just like, oh, like like what do you want for dinner? Like what do you want for your birthday? Like I don't know. It's like I haven't really had like a really deep conversation with her. And so like also I think like in senior year I was super like I was kind of distant from my parents, so like that kind of created some distance between me and my mom as well.
I feel like that happens during like puberty and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, not like puberty per se, but like adolescent years. But how would you say I know like you've talked about it before, so you don't have to go too in depth. But how would you say your relationship with your dad is now?
I would say like it was super at first, like all the way up to like senior year. I didn't really understand his parenting style at all. Like I would really disagree with it because he would ground me for things like I don't really understand, and like he would ground me for things like even like it was pretty obvious why he grounded, but like I don't know. In the time I was like I didn't see it, so like I kind of grew like resentment for him, and so like it was like kind of just like distance, and like the distance was getting bigger as like I was going through high school, and then I don't know, like he grounded me like 3 days before I went to college, and like, I was like actually done with him, like I need to talk to him.
Yeah.
And then he was flying down with me to move me in, and so like I just got to talk to him. Like I asked him like questions like I don't think I'd ever ask in my life, or like I never thought I'd ask in my life. I just got to see a side of him that like was really nice. Like he was super vulnerable, like
Just
I
opened
showed
up.
emotion.
Yeah.
And so like at that moment, like I understood. Like I was thinking back of like every previous moment, I was like understanding him.
Yeah, why he did those things. Yeah.
And so like now like, and like also like the sacrifices he made. So like now like I super understand him, and like our relationship's like really good. Like I text like really often. Like I call him. Like we FaceTime.
Oh,
so like
good.
it's really nice now.
How many siblings do you have?
I have 4.
And what are you within? Like,
I'm the second oldest.
Oh, okay. How would you say your relationship with your siblings are?
So my older brother is like, we're kind of like on and off as we grew up. Like some weeks we were like chill, and like other weeks like we'd fight and like we wouldn't talk. So like my relationship with him was kind of like off. And then he's 20.
Oh, okay.
My sister's 15, so she's a sophomore in high school. And I was like kind of distant with her. Like she was, I don't know, we were just like two opposite ends of like the spectrum, like the social spectrum.
Yeah.
And so like, I don't know, I just like, for some reason I just didn't like that, I guess. And so like, I don't know, I was like, for me, I wasn't able to relate with her, so like I didn't bother making a connection. And so like, that was like, I don't know, I just kind of created distance. So like, there's like some other stuff with my sister. And then the 2 youngest ones, they're twins, they're 11. And my relationship was good with them. They're like young, and like they're both boys, so it's like super easy to connect with them, because like when like they just like do the same exact things I did when I was a kid. They play on their iPad and like stuff like, and I did the same exact thing, so it's like super easy to connect. And like they also play video games and stuff.
Right. So like, what do you think is like the biggest thing you've learned in life?
The biggest thing I've learned
In life, yeah, like over time.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
We can come back to that one. We can
Yeah.
do another one. Oh, yeah, I'll just let me write that down. So. I know we've talked about this before, but like, what is your biggest regret? You don't have to say like, because I know, but like, you can just.
My biggest regret was just not creating like a bond with my dad, or like not like trying to understand him when I was younger. Just like I wish I did, because like I think like even though our relationship is good, like I think it'd be even better with just like some better history.
Okay. So, how was like high school for you? Being in Beltland.
High school was actually really good. I really enjoyed my time in high school. I came in with like a group of like 18 people, and like they've just been super strong since. Like never a problem in my life with them, and like I'd like almost never fight with them. We were like super close over COVID, just because like we were all online and stuff.
Yeah.
And then like sophomore year was like, it was just like, because I had COVID freshman year, so sophomore year was like super chill, like we're coming in and everything. Junior year was like, it was chill. Like I had a little like conflict with my parents, so like kind of interfere with like my friends, but like it was chill. And like senior year to me was like perfect. It was like a movie, like Mr. Ted said. It was like absolutely perfect. Like there's like nothing I would change. Like I ended up like getting like a second friend group in like senior year. It was like so much fun, like just having 2 groups, and like I was like everything's perfect. Like after college acceptances, like I'd go out after school like every day, and like just, like hang out every weekend. So it was like super fun. It was like my perfect like vision of like a school year.
No, that's good. So like, what would you say that you look for most in friendship?
What I look for most is like, I would say deep connection, and like also like the ability to like speak one-on-one. Like I feel like there's some friends in my friend group that I only talk to in like a group setting, and like the friends in my friend group that like I'm specifically close with, like I'm able to like at least like say like one question, and then it turns into like a 3-hour conversation. Like, I really look for like deep connection, because like I just like being able to like talk and like be vulnerable with someone is just like
Really important.
it's like I think it's just beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Would you say that you've met any friends now here in college that you feel like you have the same opportunity with your friends from Belmont, like
Yeah.
to like, go deeper with?
I think
I mean,
have.
besides like in AK
Yeah.
side.
When I first came to college, in my first 3 weeks, I was really concerned with finding a friend group, and then like I went to like the random school events. Like I met one of my friends that I met at rotation, and then he brought me to like his friend's dorm, and now like his friends like we're all in like a friend group now, and so like one of them specifically, his name's Liam. I like talked to him a lot, and like I even like went to like just like hang out 1-on-1 last week.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, we just like talking. It's super nice because like he's super genuine and like he's able to be vulnerable and like he understands that.
Yeah.
And like he's also like emotionally intelligent. Oh, which is also something like I look forward to in a friend. And so like I know the stereotype is super like, oh, like freshman friendships are not gonna last, but like I actually think like it will. So
I thought it was high school friendships, but never mind.
Usually it's like freshman friend group doesn't last in college. And like also it's like high school, yeah, but
Because most of my friend group now, they've all been friends since freshman year.
yeah.
So it's like I don't think that's. I just think people are hating on
Yeah.
that side because they didn't keep their own friends.
But yeah, I definitely think it's like they're gonna be like really good friends. 'Cause, like we're like super close, and like even like in AK side, they're like when I'm doing AK side stuff, they're like, oh, like we miss you and stuff. Like come see us soon and stuff. So like the fact that like they're even like looking or reaching out to me like even when like I'm like completely MIA is nice.
So like, what is your passion and what you like love about your passion?
I would just say like I like you like sound like a broken record, but like obviously like my passion is like fashion.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just it's for the question. Yeah, like just.
And like one thing I like about it is just like being able to express myself and like look the way I want. I feel like growing up I was super like self-conscious of my looks just because like I was looked upon like as like a smaller person, whatever. And like it wasn't something I could change. Because obviously you can't just like grow overnight.
Yeah.
Like 6 inches.
Yeah.
And so like I think fashion has given me an outlet to like almost like change factors that like it almost makes it like kind of irrelevant just because like I'm able to like look the way I want and like be proud of that because like I wasn't really proud of like being short and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of annoying. As much as like people would like jab it and I was like like
Yeah.
so like that's why I like it. That's like the pretty much the main reason.
No, I feel you. Like I didn't have my growth spurt until I was like 17.
Yeah.
So like literally like it was. I understand what you mean. Who would you say got you into fashion?
No one in particular. I would say I have
Or like inspired you to want to like be.
Actually, no, I did have something in particular. My friend Josh, he got into it like super early, and I would just like kind of play around with pieces like I already had, because I didn't know where to buy stuff, and like I would always ask him like, hey, like what do you think of like this piece or that piece, like how can I like wear this and that, and it's like I don't know, he used to like give me a lot of insight into it, and like he would always like he was super experimental, so like that kind of just like pushed me to be more experimental as well. So like I would say he has a huge influence on me.
Okay, what would you say is your grail?
My grail,
It could be shoes or like
Yeah.
anything you own.
I would say like my jewelry. Even though my chrome rings are fake, like all the fakes are like really bad now. And so like getting like nice jewelry is low key kind of hard. Because I've like I don't know. I think my favorite part is jewelry, and just like being able to like collect really nice jewelry is nice. And also like I really like chrome arts, so.
Makes sense. What's your favorite brand besides Chromax?
Sorry.
I would say Stussy. I shop there a lot. Like I went there in Hawaii, it was super cool. I don't know. I just think the brand's super cool. Like it used to be like a surf brand, now it's like this like streetwear brand. And so I think it's like super cool.
Yeah, I'm not really into the Stussy thing because like I kind of didn't like I knew what Stussy was before, and then I've seen a lot of people wearing Stussy and I'm like very confused. I like you know when you see a trend happening in real time, and, like, not knowing about the trend, and I'm like, because everybody has Stussy on it.
Everyone has it now.
I'm like, I thought Stussy died like a long time ago. I don't know why.
It did, and then the rebrand was huge.
Yeah, so I still don't understand it. I don't think. Personally, I don't like Stussy. I think that after seeing it be played out, it's never not gonna be played out to me. But I understand it. Like you know what I'm saying. Like Yeah, I just had to say that because that really shocked people.
No, yeah,
People in the
yeah.
PC wearing like Stussy all the time, and they're like, "Oh, it's Stussy," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Who rates that?" And I was in my head because, like, I mean, I've seen Stussy like a long time ago, and now, and I'm like, "Who rates Stussy right now?" And then like I kind of figured out that everybody rates Stussy except me, so I was like, "Oh,
Nah,
gotta
like
get with
it's
the
like
program."
I don't know. I like the cellular pieces. Like my hat, it's just like the Stussy logo. Like,
Yeah.
And like I don't know, a lot of my tees are just like just the word. So like I don't like the big like 8-ball and like the
Yeah.
ones. Like those are just like a little too much. I just like the super subtle ones.
Where's you said that you went to Hawaii, right? So
Yeah.
like, do you travel a lot?
No.
Oh,
My parents are really busy. So
I had a
it's
2-for-1 question.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. I'm messing with you. Really close. Okay. So where have you traveled to then?
I've been to Hawaii and Florida.
Okay. Did you like that experience?
Yeah, Hawaii. It was my senior trip, so it was like super fun. Like obviously there's no parents, so like
Oh, okay.
like you're just like going on the beach at like 2 a.m. and like you're just like going on walks, like kind of just do whatever. And then Florida, my family, it was for like family reasons, and so like I had a lot of fun there. Like going to like Disneyland and stuff, and like yeah, it was fun.
Would you like to travel more?
Yeah, I think I would.
Like where?
I'd love to go to Japan. I think Japan's like awesome, like especially like the fashion culture there is super cool, like the thrifting culture. And then low-key like New York would be super cool. I think like
They're all stuck up.
yeah.
No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. I just you know, my cousin, he moved from here. I mean, from LA to New York, and now he's like a whole different person. I'm like, all right, bro.
It's a very different culture.
Yeah. All right. Moving on from that, because the traveling one wasn't the greatest of questions. What made you join AK Psi? I mean, try and join, you know, Russian pledge.
Yeah. I did DECA in high school. Do you know what that is?
No, but
Basically, it's like business competitions.
oh, okay.
And like you like travel from business competitions and like I did it for 4 years. So like I like really found my community there. Like I like loved the people there, and like some of them like even like my best friends like in my friend group. And it was just like super fun. Like every Tuesday, the meetings were every Tuesday, and like they were after a 7th period. So like I didn't have a 7th, and my friends didn't. So we'd always get like food, and then you go there. And,
Oh,
like,
okay.
So we're like always bonding, and like on these like trips, like you're bonding with them hella.
Oh. Oh, wow.
And you bonded a lot, and it just like gave me like a community, and also like being able to like mentor people. That was super fun. So I was like kind of just like looking for a community here. I was
Oh, okay.
I didn't
And a
think I'd
translate.
find something like that, like as strong as DECA.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, like, what's the one thing you're looking? I mean, if and when that you're looking for when you cross over? Like, what's the one thing you're looking forward
Yeah.
to, amongst other things?
I'm really looking forward to like. I think giving back.
Yeah. Okay.
I would say like, yeah, I think giving back.
Okay. That's a good one. Yeah, so, never mind. Sorry. So like, do you like any sports? Did you play any sports growing up?
Not in high school. I didn't play any sports.
No, but like just growing up in general, like you know, in elementary school or middle school. Or no?
Surprisingly, no. I tried to get into basketball in elementary school, but
Do you
I like
watch any
basketball.
sports?
Yeah, I like watching basketball and football.
Who's your teams for those?
The Warriors and the Niners.
Okay.
Because I'm from the Bay.
Two haram places. I gotta stop making these jokes. What's your goal in like 5 years? Like once you get out of college, like a year after?
Just have a stable job and like I don't want to like fret about like scrambling to find a job and like ending up in somewhere I don't like. So just like finding a stable job that I enjoy.
And what is like your ideal job? Like if money wasn't a problem?
I would say an influencer. I think just like being able to like do your life and just like post about it. It just sounds super fun.
Okay.
And also like it has a great deal of marketing. So I think that's awesome.
Okay. Hand in hand. still keep the business running.
Yeah.
What's one thing that you say that you've always wanted to learn?
Always wanted to learn.
Like even if it's a skill or like
Yeah.
just how to do something, it doesn't matter.
You guys done? Hey, Mission Nagula.
One skill I want to learn is. Okay, that's a tough one.
Do you want us to come back?
I would
to
say
that?
investing.
Okay.
I don't invest right now. So I think investing would be super cool. Just like having your money make money. And I think it's also a super important skill in life.
Yeah, and it's a hard one to know. 'Cause
Yeah.
a lot of people can't do that. Going back to my number 10 question.
Yeah.
Biggest thing in life you've learned?
I would say to plan ahead. A lot of times, like I know people say to like live in the present and stuff. But like I definitely just think like looking ahead and like planning accordingly is just super important because like having an organized life, like it makes your life like better.
Would you say that you have done that well over time, or
In
is that
high
something you
school,
wanna work
I was a huge procrastinator. So in high school, like it was kind of messy, like on like especially like Sundays. Like Sunday could be like a day to hang out. It's still the weekend, but like I would have to do homework because like I put it all off.
Oh, okay.
And right now, I would say like I am planning ahead, especially like during this process. It like forces me to plan ahead a lot. So I think like it's definitely gotten a lot better since I've gone to college.
That's good. Sorry. You're gonna have to give me a second for this next question. I'm getting 28 without if you could have dinner with anybody, dead or alive, who would it be?
Oh, that's interesting. I would say my grandma.
Okay. If you had to find advice for somebody, I mean, if you had to get advice from somebody, who would it be and what would it be about?
Like anyone?
Like you just want advice on anything in life,
Yeah.
and like for that specific thing, who would you ask it for? Like you want like there's something that you've always wanted advice on, and who do you think would be the best person to give it to?
Yeah. Like anyone I know or like just like anyone in the world?
Anybody.
I would say, it's a tough one. I would say my uncle. On my mom's side. I think that like a lot of my friends, like obviously like they are very smart, but like at the same time like knowledge also comes from experience and like being only 18 it's kind of hard to give like especially like if the topic is pretty heavy it's hard to like talk about like something and so with my dad like he's like super like traditional Vietnamese so like emotions are like kind of hard to express and I would say like my uncle's both he's a balance of both so he's like very emotionally intelligent but also like he's like very experienced and like he's older so it's like it's perfect and I think like he's very insightful.
Okay. So what'd you ask him about?
I would ask him. There's a lot of things I'd ask him. I would ask him.
Just a main thing. Like
I would ask him like about finding purpose. I think he's like lived a very fulfilling life, and so I'd ask him like how, even like his why.
I like that. That's a good one. So I know you're a music head. So who's your top 3 artists?
Frank Ocean, Faye Webster, and Ken Carson.
Favorite album from each?
Ken Carson's, the new one, The Great Chaos.
The Great Chaos. Okay. Did you like the deluxe better or just the regular?
The deluxe.
Okay. Favorite song after? I mean, on it too. Yeah, because I don't want to use each question.
Yeah.
It's kind of always the question. But
Favorite song on Great Chaos?
Yeah.
Is deluxe.
It could be deluxe. It could be SS is always good.
I was gonna say SS.
Okay. Do you like the second part of it or the first part?
First. Second part's not.
These are not like these are just ABCs under this. This is not like a 40 question. And then from Faye.
Faye. Underdress of the Symphony, the new one.
Favorite song off of it?
Yeah. Oh, favorite song, Thinking About You.
Okay.
And then Frank Ocean, Channel Orange,
Hmm.
and then my favorite song is Sierra Leone.
Okay, that's a good one. Uh, what encapsulates like good music for you?
I did music as a kid,
Mm-hmm.
so like I really focus on like the production aspect,
Mm.
and then I put like the story second.
Okay.
So like honestly, just like what sounds really good to my ears and like what's like I don't know, it's like super unique. Like that's why I like Frank, Channel Orange, because like
Mm-hmm.
I would just like all the beats are like super unique and like they're just not like standard like normal. Like they're just like unique.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. How'd you say that this music has affected your life? Like, has it ever brought up like an emotional attachment, anything like?
So when I make a playlist, I usually base it off an emotion or like a memory,
Yeah.
and like when adding a song too. So I would say like a lot of the time like the music like amplifies an emotion.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm feeling sad, like you know, it's almost like I don't want to be sadder, but like it's kind of like an outlet.
Yeah.
Um,
An amplifier.
Yeah, and so yeah, I would say like that's the main reason why.
Okay. You said you did music when you were younger.
Yeah.
What instruments did you play?
I played percussion for 6 years.
Mm. How'd you like that? That's just a sub question.
It was okay. I think like the first like through middle school was fun, and like in high school like there's a part of the instrument called mallets.
Yeah.
And it's like piano, and like I wasn't good at it because I learned really late. Everyone learned in like middle school. I learned like super late because I never had to do it in middle school, so like I was just not good at it. Like I don't know, I just like didn't find it fun.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. And let's see. Do you like movies, TV shows?
I'm not like a huge TV person, but like I've watched like a fair amount of movies. I'd say.
What's your favorite movie? This is all in the same question.
La La Land.
Does it have any like deeper significance to you?
Not really. I think I just like when I watched it, it's like it was super like emotional. And like I would say like as an emotional expressionate person, like that kind of stood out to me. And I also think the story was like really beautiful. So and I think it's like it was just like perfect.
Okay. If you could give yourself advice, like 5 years in the past, what would you tell yourself?
I would just say like live in the moment. I think I'm always super like thinking ahead, like even at like retreat. I was kind of just like thinking like in my head sometimes like, oh, like I have to do like this and that like next week. Like I have a midterm this next week, blah, blah, blah. But like I never really like step back and like look at the moments because like as soon as they're gone, like high school,
realize,
you graduate, then you're kind of like, oh, like
that
like wow, like it's gone. So I would definitely tell myself to just like. I would definitely tell myself to be more present.
Okay. With that being said, who would you say in life is your biggest inspiration?
I would say my dad.
And why?
Because I would say he's a super successful person. Someone in like the Bay Area, like taking care of a family of 7 by himself because my mom's not like a stay-at-home.
Yeah.
Super successful, and like he's very driven. So he's like he knows what he needs to get done and get it done. He's also a super like a successful investor. So like I think like it's kind of like part of my drive. So I'd also want to live up to him.
Okay, that's beautiful. I like that. If you were to describe yourself in 3 words, what would it be?
I would say expressionate. Expression. Yeah, that'll work. Expressionate.
Okay.
Compassionate. And I guess it's kind of same, but like empathetic.
Okay. What's your X factor?
My X factor is
In context of AK side.
yeah. On the other side. That's like your like strongest trait, right?
Yeah, like what would make you an asset to them that you believe?
I would say my ability to talk to people. I think like I can like, I think
Good conversationalist.
yeah, I think I don't know how to put it. I think
No,
like I'm a
you're
good conversationalist, but I also think like I know when to listen. And so like I think that's like a good part of being able to talk to people.
Huh? And I know I don't want to end this on like a bad note, but what is your
Yeah.
greatest weakness?
My greatest weakness is that I would say it's. I would say it's.
I can add an extra question. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I've had a couple in mind. I would say time management. I would say like I'm working on it now, but like I think like I feel like I just waste a lot of time.
Yeah.
And like sometimes I'm like, oh, I need to get this done, and like I just like waste an hour on TikTok, but like I could have already been like almost done with it if I just didn't go on TikTok. So I think like it's definitely something I'm working on, which is really nice, and like I can see myself like getting better at it. I feel like I have all these tasks.
And your 41st question, funnily, I mean not funnily, that's not a word.
Finally.
No, not fun. No, I meant like funnily,
like a fun
like
question, yeah.
like in a funny way. What are 3 things that you say that you've picked up from AK Side so far?
3 things I picked up are like traits or like
Just anything you picked up. It could be traits. It could be like a quote that you
Yeah.
heard, a concept of life, an understanding to something new.
I've definitely picked up like a community. Like I was definitely looking for a community as I came into college, and like just like after a treat, especially like I think I've definitely picked that up. Just like getting to know everyone and like being vulnerable. I think I've picked up a mentor. Growing up, like I didn't really have one, so like especially like having bigs, and people like motivate you.
Yeah.
It's really nice. And then the third thing I would say is like an understanding of my why. I feel like I would do things like without intention, and so like now like with understanding like my why, like I go into things like understanding my intentions.
Why-
which
yeah,
is,
why you're doing
yeah,
it.
which is nice
Purpose.
because like yeah, it gives me a purpose instead of just like being like a robot.
Okay. Well, that's 40 questions with you.
Thank
I
you very
really
much
liked
for
your
tonight.
answers.
Thank you.
Yeah.